The Transformers Prime episode Nemesis Prime is something special, and I don't mean that in a good way. The episode opens with Agent Fowler being run off the road by a truck which looks exactly like Optimus Prime in his vehicle mode. He calls the Autobots for help, not his human allies, even though he just left a human military base. Because, to his credit, he is loyal enough to his friends and allies that he doesn't believe it's actually Optimus. And because of that call, the Autobots do show up in time to rescue him. RC taking the opportunity to, like an idiot, run off after this mysterious rig, and getting run over by it, though for some reason this evil villainous Optimus Prime, who we do find out later has a full complement of weapons, doesn't stick around to kill her after knocking her out. When Optimus returns, and it's clear based on the fact that he's brought back some Energon that he wasn't anywhere near where Fowler was attacked, all of our heroes are content to trust that he isn't the culprit, though the rest of the military is less forgiving, especially after this Nemesis Prime, as Miko calls him, attacks a human military base in robot mode with Transformers-grade weapons, definitely killing at least a few people in the process. It doesn't take long for the Autobots to deduce that this must be the work of Mech, and therefore they're able to realize that since Mech doesn't have ground bridge technology, this Nemesis Prime must be operating within driving distance of his base. They scout out a suitable location, and it turns out they're right. That is where Mech is held up. And so it's the Autobots versus Nemesis Prime, a machine built by humans on Earth with regular human metals and technology and resources. So obviously Nemesis Prime goes down after just a couple of very small hits. Oh no, wait, he doesn't. For some reason. Like, this machine is controlled by Silas, who is quite a good fighter, so I can believe that he would be able to go toe-to-toe with the Autobots, so long as he isn't hit at all, but he is. He's shot point blank by Bumblebee, and then takes multiple punches from Bulkhead before going toe-to-toe with Optimus Prime, matching him in strength, and even defeating him in battle, even though there were multiple points where Optimus could have gotten in an easy hit and killed him. Like, I'm sorry, that's just utterly ridiculous. Silas is a neat villain, but only a true evil mastermind deserves the right to defeat Optimus in hand-to-hand combat. Though passing Optimus the idiot ball did give Fowler a chance to infiltrate Silas's base and show off how tough he is, so I guess that's something. But even he doesn't defeat Silas. Silas is defeated when Optimus gets his second wind and knocks Nemesis Prime through the ceiling of Silas's base, which Silas chose to fight on top of his control room. Why would he do that? And falls on Silas, seemingly killing him, though. Ooh, they checked the wreckage afterwards and he wasn't there. Nemesis Prime as a concept is almost as old as the Transformers franchise itself. My first true experience with something like Nemesis Prime was in Transformers RID, or Transformers Car Robots as it was known in Japan, where a character named Scourge, or Black Convoy, was accidentally created from a scan of Optimus, becoming his Decepticon mirror image. But you could even argue that the concept goes further back than that, to the very original series, with Motormaster, a character whose vehicle mode looked like a Black Optimus Prime. Black Optimus Primes are always fantastic characters in their own right, but in this show he's just a one-and-done villain? That's so stupid. Like, I can buy that Mech, these super tech-obsessed guys, might have enough technical know-how to reverse engineer Transformer technology. I can even buy that now that they have the Corpse of Breakdown, that they might be able to reverse engineer exactly how Transformers weapons work, but they still don't have the materials to build a Transformer which is as durable as an actual Transformer. They just don't. Like, the rest of that, I can suspend my disbelief enough to believe it, but I can't suspend it enough to believe that last bit. That's just not possible for me. So, this episode not only makes the Autobots look like fools when we've seen them fight comparable opponents to this before and do better than this, it not only doesn't feature the Decepticons, arguably the most interesting characters in the show. It not only changes the direction of Mech's entire plotline out of nowhere with no build-up, it also introduces who could have been a fantastic character in Nemesis Prime and just disposes of him. Like, okay, we're supposed to believe that Mech has come so far in learning about Transformers biology. Why not have it be something along the lines of they've accidentally created some facsimile of a Transformers spark in the process, but it's not really a Transformers spark, it's just similar, so Nemesis Prime is kind of alive, but not really, and becomes a character in his own right over time. How cool would that have been? But it just doesn't happen. It's a reference for a reference's sake, and I hate that. I hate that when it's in the foreground of an episode like this, when it looks like it's going to be more important than it actually is. Not only that, but if we're supposed to believe that Mech can do all this, they can build a Transformer that's as durable as Optimus Prime, if we're supposed to believe that they can build a telepresence doohickey to let Silas control it, no matter how far away it goes, like literally from anywhere, I don't understand why they couldn't have painted it up to actually look like Optimus Prime. Instead, it's like gross and rusty and scratched and evil looking. It doesn't actually look like Optimus Prime. Like, it's shaped like him, but I mean, somebody who's not familiar with the Transformers might think that any Transformer kind of looks like any other Transformer. Like, when he talks, he says he's Optimus Prime, and he kind of sounds like Optimus Prime, but all that these military guys would have to do is meet the actual Optimus Prime to know for a fact that the thing that attacked them is not Optimus Prime. If I'm supposed to believe that Mech are super geniuses who could have done all of this in just like the week since they got Breakdown's remains, then you can't also ask me to believe that they wouldn't be able to make this thing actually look like Optimus. I guess what it comes down to is I don't understand why this show would introduce an evil counterpart to the main character with absolutely no build-up and seemingly no intention of ever doing anything else with that character again. Hey! What the hell's going on here? Okay, so that was weird. Though it looks like whoever that was filmed most of a review for me. What are we looking at? Nemesis Prime? Yeah, it's bad. I wish I could tell you to skip it, but I can't because it's important to the plot. But as per usual, I'd like to know what do you guys think of Nemesis Prime if you have seen it. Let's get a discussion going in the comment section down below. And if you have any idea what the hell is going on here, be sure to comment that down there as well, because I'm frankly stumped. Either way, this has been AJ22, and I will talk to you guys later, probably.